Good morning and welcome back to the Star Citizen Alpha. Welcome to the Stanton system. We're going to jump into some more adventures today, but before we do, if you enjoy the video, please like. If you want to see more content, please subscribe. And if you are not yet a member of the Star Citizen community, please check out that code in the upper left of the screen. That is going to make sure that you get an additional 5,000 starting currency, and it's going to get a few benefits for the channel as well. So I appreciate if you do that. For now though, let's go ahead and jump into today's adventure. Alright, tonight we are going to check out a little bit of a trade run. We're going to try something though. We are going to time a trade run, and we're going to try to work out exactly how profitable the diamond run around Crusader is. So, we're going to go ahead and start out here at the console, and we're going to start our timer. Now, I'm going to try this first off in my Carrack because, well, basically because I love my Carrack. Alright, we're on pad 00. Now I may end up speeding some of this video up, depending on how long it does actually end up taking to do the round trip. But I may not. I may just leave it in. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it flows. But at the moment, we've got a timer going. So because that will run in real time, you'll be able to see if I have cut anything out or how things are going. My bet is going to be that this is not as profitable of a run as, say, Laranite, but it is going to be much faster. And what I'll do then is I'll do a Laranite run at another point and see which one works out better. But because of the fact that this is all within Crusader, I'm not having to change systems or anything. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot better per minute. I love my new Best in Show skin. Alright, up we go. Just make sure that no one's getting in while that's going up. Up we go. My co-pilot is already in his seat. It's a pity he doesn't do much for me. Alright, we're going to set course for Tram and Myers on Sullen.
Thank you, and please visit again.
The Carrack does take a bit of spooling up. I wonder for this run if the caterpillar may actually be better. I do know that it holds more. I really like flying my Carrack. What I may actually do is I'll do a run of the Carrack, time that, work up my profit, and then turn around and do the same run in the caterpillar, and then again work out the profit of that one. Here we go. Now then, reset our destination so we can see where it's at. I can get above SCM if we want to get a little bit more speed out of it. Go ahead and start slowing down as we approach. Bring our gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
And I've overshot my target, so I'll just loop around.
Proximity alert. Port proximity alert. Landing complete.
Powering down.
Engines offline.
Right, I think I've just cost myself a few seconds there because I did not start the ramp opening when I was still in the pilot's chair, but that's fine. A few seconds here and there is not going to be the end of the world. The only reason I don't jump off the ramp early is because I want to make sure before I get off that the ramp is in a position that I am able to get back in. Now this location does also sell some Laranite, but we're not going to pick up that Laranite because you won't be able to get more than a couple dozen SCU of it, usually. And Port Olisar does not buy Laranite in large quantities. You'd have to go somewhere else. So, what we're doing is we're going to fill up the cargo hold with diamonds, which are fairly profitable, but not as profitable per unit as Laranite. And then we are going to go ahead and head back on our run. Hello, Michael. I'm just recording a timed run for cargo.
Okie dokie, I will stay quiet while you finish.
It's no problem. You can talk. It's just in the video.
Fair enough.
I'm timing the diamond run from Port Olisar to Tremon Myers.
Yes, because that may be more profitable than the Laranite runs, the longer ones.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Just firing up now.
I'm loving the in-ship persistence that's sticking around as well now. I've got multiple water bottles and food packs in the dining hall on the ship, and a penguin is my co-pilot that have stuck around through multiple logouts and server changes and everything else.
But now you've mentioned it and talked about it, they'll patch it out in 3.12.
Well, yeah. Alright, so we've just hit 10 minutes, and we're now lifting off from Tremon Myers. So that's 10 minutes from initially calling the ship at Port Olisar.
Fair enough. I'll be on Everisar, but I'm on the same server.
Cool.
It was down to 44 out of 50.
Getting a little bit easier to get onto the same server now that the free fly's done.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is not where I need to be going. There we go.
You doing this run in your Caterpillar then?
No, I'm doing this one in the Carrack, and then I was going to time the same run at some point in the Caterpillar and see which one's better suited for it. I do have a feeling that the Caterpillar is actually better suited for this run because it's fairly short quantum jumps, whereas some of the longer runs, I think this is a better ship because it's faster in quantum than the Caterpillar is.
But that ATSEU cargo.
Is another part of the equation, yeah. Getting that stupid bug where I cannot quantum. Jump out of the seat, jump back in.
Landing gear raised.
Okay, this is kind of weird.
What's up?
Please proceed to assign landing.
I've got NPCs lying on the floor, just lying around.
Happened to be a few days ago.
They're dead. I can drag them.
Yep, I don't know what someone's doing to kill them, but I've seen it a few times recently.
Warning. Engines overheating.
That's kind of amusing. Right.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, I'm coming down to land at Olisar.
Oh wow, 37 minutes on a caterpillar for the claim time.
Mm-hmm. Bigger the ship, the longer the claim. Can't wait
Yep.
to see what the claim time on an Idris is going to be.
So I'm going to pull the Carrack and do a Laranite run from aerial.
Forward proximity alert. Aft proximity alert. Takeoff complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I should really land before I turn my engines off, but oh well. I've gotten into the bad habit of getting a few meters over the pad and then just turning the engines off and letting it drop down into a landing.
Yeah, wait until damage comes in that starts really hitting you for that one.
Oh, I do eventually rack up a little bit of a damage bill, but it's so minor, this thing's fairly tough.
Let's just say I'm never going to be your bottom gunner in the Carrack if you keep on doing that.
Coward. Alright, so we're looking at about, I think we worked out around 60k profit per run on the diamonds. And it's looking like
I
it's
think
going to
it
be
was
about...
between 55 and 60 or something.
Yeah. It's looking like it's going to be somewhere between 16 and 18 minutes per run. I'm just going in to sell off now. Yeah, about 50 odd thousand, almost 60,000 in 16 and a half minutes.
That's not too bad.
That's not a bad run. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same run now with the Caterpillar. So, I will restart the clock. Retrieve the Caterpillar.
Oh wow, it spools slowly.
What's that, the Carrack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does spool slower. Okay, it's gotten rid of my Carrack and put the Caterpillar on B00.
I guess one of your considerations for joining an org is how they feel about you doing YouTube videos as part of their...
True.
Okay, I need to get out of this chair because it's not letting me do...
Although, to be honest, a couple of the orgs that I've been looking at have YouTubes of their own, so...
Yeah, some of them might have policies about new members doing videos while part of their org or something, or using their org to do videos or something.
It would definitely be something to consider. Because by the same token, you might have some orgs that like to have another YouTuber in there that's going to be recording things and adding content. It's just a cross-promotion at that point. All depends on the group. I definitely think that an org is something that I want to consider very carefully before I jump into it. Just because there's so much potential for what this game could become that I'd like to take the time and get the right one.
Or start your own.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that. After years of running my own guilds in various games, I'm just not sure I'm in the right headspace for running my own right now.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Still cannot believe your total investment so far.
Yeah, well, I don't do things by halves.
Although the RAM that you were looking at earlier, the Corsair Vengeance, I cannot personally attest to that being a good kit, because that's the exact kit I'm running at the moment. 216 strips. No, 232 gig strips. So I'm running 64 gigs, aren't I?
You got two 32s.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about running 4 16s, which amounts to the same thing, really, but...
If you only want, you'd be better off running 2 channels rather than 4, because AMD Ryzen is dual channel.
Fair enough.
So you'd get not a huge amount. It wouldn't be very noticeable, but you're best off just using the 2 sticks if you can.
Something to consider then.
Yeah, the 2 sticks of 32 that I'm running, as I say, I think I paid obviously a bit more than what you've got there, because RAM prices are still sort of, they're slowly stabilising, but they came down quite a lot over the last 2 years. So at one point, RAM was just ridiculously expensive. About 3 years of RAM prices being like double, triple, quadruple what they were meant to be.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mess. Alright, I'm coming into Tremon Myers now, and this so far seems to be a lot faster than the Carrack. I wonder if that's just the difference in the spool times.
Possibly.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I'm flying on the red line, flying down to Latham at the minute, and well, I say flying on the red line, just below the red line is at 180 meters a second.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the Caterpillar's sort of?
I'll give you a second whenever I'm there. About 120, 124.
Okay, so you might find you lose some of that time coming down and flying down to the planet.
Yeah, that's actually the point where I'm at now, is the flying down point, so... Well, in the Carrack, I marked 10 minutes as I was getting into the ship to lift off again. So we'll just see where I am in this one at that point. And then, yeah, there is the consideration that this does hold more cargo. Not by a huge amount, but by a decent amount. I should also try to not run into the building, just because that's normally good practice.
So I just for a moment forgot how big the Carrack is when I landed.
Yeah, it's a big ship.
Yep.
I had a bit of a moment earlier. I was parked in my Carrack, just finished loading up cargo, and a Cutlass Black came flying in on me. Got a bit nervous, but whenever I pulled the rocket launcher out, they flew away.
Make them think twice.
It's just a big, intimidating looking weapon, I guess.
A couple of people around Latham at the minute. There's a Mustang Alpha and a Drake Caterpillar over there. Not Caterpillar, Cutlass Black over there. I'm not sure what they're up to. Ooh. They must be doing some mining because I'm sure I've just seen a rock floating around. Although I could swear they were inside the no fire zone.
Right, the Caterpillar is now full.
Not done too bad. I've got to Latham, and there was 222 SEU of Laranite there.
That's very nice.
So part of me is thinking, do I just fly to aerial now, or do I fill up the rest on titanium?
I'd probably fly to Ariel and try to see what their Laranite's like.
I might do that then. I mean, that's half of my Carrack in one pickup. This is where I get shot down or something.
No, I'm nowhere near you.
To be fair, you'd have to be pretty insane to take on a Carrack, wouldn't you?
Not if I know you're the only one in it, because you don't have any pilot-controlled guns.
Pretty sure if I just aimed it at you, my shields would last more.
This is true. Shall we have Carrack bumper cars?
I'm more thinking if someone was to come at you in like a Mustang or even like a Hurricane or something.
You just fly away. They're not going to get through your shields before you have a chance to quantum. Okay, I'm lifting off in the Caterpillar, and it's 9 minutes 30. So at this moment, I am ahead of the Carrack. Yeah.
That's worth knowing. Because your assumption at the start, which made sense, would be that the Carrack would be quicker, but it seems like that may not be the case.
Well, my original assumption was because the Carrack is supposed to be quicker in quantum, but I think that will play out more on something like the Hurston to Microtech run, which is a much longer quantum jump. Because this is such a short jump, the spool time being better on the Caterpillar, I think, is giving more benefits than the quantum speed increase that the Carrack has once it's in quantum. Okay, something's not right.
What, he broke?
I can't do anything. I don't know if the servers died on me or what.
I've just been kicked.
Well, that's
600 grand's worth of Laranite in my cargo bay.
Well, that's gonna screw up my timed run, isn't it? I'm still technically showing the screen, but I can't stand up, I can't move, I can't...
You're gonna lose your server connection, I reckon. What's
And
more annoying is
I
I don't
just
know
have.
what's gonna happen to my cargo. I think I've just lost 600 grand, haven't I?
Well, I don't know, because I've had a number of times recently where my cargo has stayed on my ship.
But how do I spawn on my ship?
Well, no, I've just... basically, I've had it where I've logged back in, and I've gone to a trade terminal, and my ship is still shown full of cargo.
So you reckon if I spawn...
Wherever you spawn, if you go to call your ship, whatever you do, just don't click claim if you can help it. Retrieve, I think you should still have your cargo. It's
I
if you
reckon
hit
it's gonna want me
claim.
to claim though.
Well,
So I
that's
might
the
have to buy
thing.
something else to New Babbage and try and sell it.
Yeah, maybe. Right, it's let me right back in.
Onto the same server.
I don't know. I just logged back in.
I'm logging back in, but it's not let me back into anything yet.
Right, it's dropped me onto Port Olisar, so actually it might not have even messed up my time that much because I was about to land on Port Olisar when it kicked me. So now the question is, can I sell my stuff?
Bloody game. It would be nice when they have like server rollover, so if a server drops, it just...
And it appears that the answer is no.
What's that?
My...
It's gone.
Well, the concerning thing is my ship appears to be gone. It's not even showing as empty, it's not showing.
Just lost your ship.
Drake, okay. Damn it, it wants me to claim it. Location is unknown, claim.
I wonder if you flew somewhere else and if you... Well, can you still sell on Olisar if you went to the trade terminal?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not even showing in the drop down.
Ah,
It's not
fuck.
there at all.
You're saying I've just lost 600 grand.
Well, no, I'm saying I've just lost 300 grand. What I might actually do, just to see if it does anything, exit to main menu, come back in, just see if that changes anything. Alright, we are back at Port Olisar. I was going to try another cargo run to compare with the first one, but I've come back and I'm now very confused. There seem to be missiles and various ship components all through Olisar. And these are actually like physical, movable pieces. Although I can't actually interact with them other than just kick them around. There don't seem to be any out here. It seems to be just this room. That still seems to work, although it's not attached to anything. I really don't even know what to say about that. Just trying to find where I can interact with that again. Has someone somehow or another blown up their ship and gotten components all over Olisar? I don't really know how I feel about kicking missile racks around. I don't know. I think I'm going to just move on with what I was doing.